Namaskar Bandhura. Hi friends. So today we will continue learning our question words. These are the words which we learnt in our previous lessons. K and Kara for who, Kar and Kader for whose, Kake and Kaderke for whom or to whom, Kar theke or Kader theke for from whom, কোথায় or কোথা from where and to where and কোথা থেকে for from where. So the first word we are going to learn today is cano for why. Cano. The single word cano, which means why, is a sentence and a question in itself, and it is used to ask for a reason for doing some action. For example, if the doctor says, you have to get this operation done right away, you can say, cano. Why? Uh, what's the reason for such urgency? The opposite of this is canonoi. Why not? Now, there's a difference where you can use cano and where you can use canonoi. Let's say your mother says, you should eat vegetables, you should eat more vegetables. You can say cano. Why? But if she says, you shouldn't eat too much cake, you can say cano or you can say canonoi. Like Cano implies like why are you saying something like this? And canonoi implies why can I not eat more cake? So cano if it's a negative sentence, if it's conveying some action which you shouldn't do, then you can use both cano and canonoi. But if it's a positive or affirmative sentence, then you can use only cano to counter this. তুমি এরকম কেন? তুমি এরকম কেন? Why are you like this? তুমি এরকম কেন? Now this is more like a rhetorical question. It doesn't really warrant an answer. It's more like a complaint or a frustrated comment from someone who is not able to make any logic out of your actions or is frustrated with your actions. So তুমি এরকম কেন uh, is something you probably will hear people saying, but it's not exactly a question in that sense because it doesn't warrant an answer. এত গরম কেন? এত গরম কেন? Why is it so hot? এত গরম কেন? Okay. Now, if you see all those sentences, either do not have verbs, like they are phrases, so they don't have verbs, or they have the infinitive form of the verb, so it doesn't translate to a verb in the Bengali sentence. So the Bengali sentences don't carry a verb because the English sentences have only the infinitive forms. So let's have a look at some questions with verbs. ও এখানে কেন আসে? ও এখানে কেন আসে? Now notice that the verb is still at the end of the sentence. So it does not matter whether it's a question or a statement, the verb still remains at the end of the sentence. We can also use the negative form of the verb to form a question. পুচকি আমার বাড়ি কেন আসে না? পুচকি আমার বাড়ি কেন আসে না? So কেন আসে is why does she come? কেন আসে না is why she doesn't come. Moving on to the next question word for today, key. Key is the word for what. Now, key and cano are super common words and you will hear them every single day. So just mug up those two words. Key for what and cano for why. Ota key. Ota key. What is that? If you remember when we learned pointers, we learned eta, ota, sheta for this, that, and that over there. Eta, ota, sheta. So ota ki is what is that? And again, the verb is the infinitive form. So we don't have a equivalent verb in Bengali for that. Uh, Now, if we want to say what is this, we can say etaki. But etaki also has a non-literal meaning. Uh, in English also we use this. What is this? Like this is unbelievable. Something like incredulous someone has done. You cannot believe that someone can do some acts so stupid. So in that case, in English also we say, "What is this? What have you done?" So in Bengali also, "Etaki, etaki." If you use that frustrated, exasperated tone, then it carries the same meaning. Etaki has a literal meaning, like what is this? But etaki, it also has that frustrated meaning, that what have you done? Ki chai, ki chai. What do you want? Ki chai. Ma ki khai. Ma ki khai. What does mother eat? Ma ki khai. Notice that all of the sentences, of course, the verb is at the end, uh, but also the sentences, the question words sit in the place of the object. Let's say if I want to say, Ma ice cream khai, mother eats ice cream, subject, object, verb. So the question key, what does she eat, replaces the answer word, which is ice cream. So if the answer is ma ice cream khai, the question word ki will sit in the place of the answer word, which is ice cream. So ma ice cream khai is the answer. So the question will be ma ki khai. So if you are confused about where you should put the question word, just think of what the answer will be and replace the answer word with the question word. This we have already seen couple of times, that a singular word can be repeated twice to signal either the importance of it, or or multiplicity of it, or to signal that the action is taking place repeatedly. So when we say "Tumi ki ki bhalobasho," then it is implied that I love a lot of things. So you love a lot of things, hence I am not asking you to choose one thing. I'm asking you to tell me about all the things you like. So তুমি কি কি ভালোবাসো? The next question word is one of choice. So when you have several options and you are picking one of them, so in that case you will use which. The word for which in Bengali is কোন. কোন. তোমার বাড়ি কোনটা? তোমার বাড়ি কোনটা? The word for which in Bengali is kon. If we add ta, konta, it implies the answer will be singular. If we add gulo, kon gulo, it implies the answer will be plural. Now, ta and gulo are common suffixes. They are added to many words. And in all cases, if the word ends in ta, it means a singular word. If it ends in gulo, it means a plural word. Uh, for example, eta, ota, sheta, this one, that one over there. These are all singular things. If we go for plural things, egulo, ogulo, shegulo, they end in gulo. So these things, and those things over there. Similarly, when I say konta, it means which one. So basically, when I say tomar badi konta, I am asking which one is your house. Now, notice another thing. Tomar badi konta, which is your house, is different from the question Tomar badi kothay, which means where is your house. So when I say Tomar badi kothay, I am asking for the general geographical location of your house, or where do you stay, where do you come from. But when I am in your locality, let's say I can see there are 5 houses, but I do not know which one belongs to you, then I will ask this sentence, Tomar badi konta, which out of those 5 houses belongs to you. uh, কোন uh, and which, like in English also it's there, like there are certain options available to you, and when you have to pick one out of those available options, there you use the word which. It's the same in the case of the Bengali word cone. So when you have some options given to you and you have to pick one of those options, then we go for the word cone. তুমি কোন স্কুলে যাও? Which school do you go to? তুমি কোন স্কুলে যাও? কোন রাস্তায় যাই? Which way do I go? Now, let's say there are several roads which are branching out from the point where I'm standing and I have to go to place X. So, this is a question I will ask. কোন রাস্তায় যাই? ও কোন রেস্টুরেন্টে খায়? Which restaurant does he or she eat at? ও কোন রেস্টুরেন্টে খায়? So, these are all pretty straightforward sentences. Uh, Notice that the verbs in the sentences, wherever there are verbs, appear at the end of the sentence. And another thing, um, in the last three sentences, notice that it's which school, which way, which restaurant. In the Bengali sentence also, it is kon school, kon rasta, kon restaurant. So in English, it is which school comes together one after the other. The word order is that. In the Bengali sentence also, it is kon school, kon rasta, kon restaurant. The word order remains exactly the same. In case of the first sentence, which is your house, uh, the word which in the English sentence, the word which is not preceding the word house. So they are separate. So in the Bengali sentence, also they are separate. The word kon is not before the word body. In case we want to say that sentence also in a same structure as the other three, let's say, which house is yours? If I want to make that sentence into Bengali, I will say কোন বাড়িটা তোমার? কোন বাড়িটা তোমার? Which house is yours is কোন বাড়িটা তোমার? Which is your house is তোমার বাড়ি কোনটা? Now both are available as alternative constructs and both are equally grammatically correct. But I just wanted to let you know that you might hear either of the two constructs. Today's lesson name, Keno Hridoy, is a song from the movie Naika Shangbad, which means news about the heroine. If you notice the song, there are a lot of canos in this song. Cano, cano, cano. Why. And also there is a K. So we learnt that K is the word for who in one of our lessons earlier. So this is a pretty question heavy song. And it goes like this. কেন এ হৃদয় চঞ্চল হলো, কে যেন ডাকে বারে বারে, কেন বলো কেন? For today's homework, let's translate this. Why doesn't your friend come to class every day? Where is his or her house? Where we learnt in the earlier lessons, so refer that if you need to. This is the word list for today. Come back and have a look whenever you need to. That's it for today. Thank you for listening in. সবাই ভালো থেকো, আবার দেখা হবে. Everyone stay well. We will meet again soon.